6th of April to 2025. And I don't know, I did a couple of, I'm going through like a couple of investment portfolios that I was helping with. And man, buy the dip, the market on sale. I don't understand. I don't understand how, like, you can look back and realize people have been panicking over the years, but at the same time, the ones that were like, "Oh shit, this is it again." Box fruit, what's up? Welcome, welcome. But I like it. It's what's up, look. It's rough for me to like think that people watch the market go red like that and then fucking trip. Hang on, let me. I'm at, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Hang on, let me make sure you guys want to see what it looks like now. If you don't know any better, like people panic. But I'm setting this up. I know it looks weird in my face, but I want to make sure you guys see this. Okay, here, open. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Why is that? Why did that come up? There you go. Close that. All right. Now, oh, you guys want to see what the market looks like? And it's by design. It's designed to freak people out. Right? Thank you, Blood Fruit. Yes, you are. Look at this. That is the entire market. That is the entire stock market, brother. You guys want to watch it? Let's go. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Blocks Fruit Tribe, loyal fucking viewer. Let's go S&P 500. That's where we are. So let's do ETFs. What are ETFs looking like? Even the ETFs. But as you can see, yes, sir, yes, sir. There's S&P 500, and those are the things like there's SPY, there's VOO. I actually have, that's one of my biggest things. This is the S&P 500 for Vanguard, VOO. Let's hang on. Let me see. You guys want to see what it's look like? So let's go to here, hit that. There it is. Boom. Look at that. All right. So let's look. This is VO, Vanguard S&P 500, Standard and Poor's 500, the top 500 companies in America, exchange traded fund. Now, you can spend all your time trying to pick. It's not fucked up. It's a sale. When you look at the store and you see all the 10% off and all this stuff, do you think it's fucked up? Or do you go like, hey man, there's a sale on some shit, let's go buy it. That's a sale. And very specifically, hang on, let's go back to, let's do full. All right, so here we go. This is literally the entire a map of the entire market. And no, it's only when the when it goes down like this, it's called the harvesting. They're just harvesting all the guys that are dumb and get on here and go like, I can bet. No, there's bro. Okay, we're not looking at for the rest of the night. We're not looking at. You guys see, you get my point, right? You get my point. Oh, all the money. Now, when it comes to derivatives, you can look at that same thing and go like, oh, it went down. Like for example, Nvidia went down 7.36%. If you bought a put with a strike price above the current price, bro, it's not financial advice. My suggestion is block B edge and more XRP. Hey, I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree with you. I'm gonna say I am contractually obligated not to say anything. Does that make sense? I'm not allowed to lie, so I'm gonna tell you I am just contractually obligated not to say anything about those, especially when it comes to like XRP, smart contracts, and all that. I'm, I think what I just said was a violation, but whatever. They're not going to come on here and listen. But that's what I mean. As far as all of those are just different asset classes, and the thing is, or one type of asset class, and what I'm doing, like I said, I'm just doing ABL, asset-based lending. So it doesn't matter what the asset is. Some people use Lamborghini spins. Some people use other stuff. I just happen to use the stock market. Since they took the US dollar off of the gold standard, it basically means the dollar means whatever they say it means. So if they print more dollars, your dollar value goes down because there's more of it. But what I realized is if you just took all the dollars you get and everything they bring you and you buy this and you turn around and you go nuts on this guy, you buy all of that Microsoft, Nvidia, or just say, man, I don't want to work too hard. I'm just gonna buy an S&P 500 and forget about it. On average, 12%, 10% on average. So now it might be down a lot, but because it's down a lot, it means $1,000 buys more. And when it goes back up, your $1,000 is no longer $1,000. I'm telling you. If you eat ramen noodles and tuna until the end of the year and all you did was drop money into anything you believe in, believe in. For me, I believe in the market. I believe that people, I know that until they die, people are going to eat. I understand crypto and do I have assets? Yes, I do. Like I said, I just can't really talk about those because other people are involved in them contractually. The stuff I talk to you guys about, it's all me, so I can, you know. And when I cross into that boundary, like when we were talking about the military stuff, you guys noticed I stopped at a certain point because a couple of my friends are still active duty, and that's it gets a little shady because I've been out long enough where I'm forgetting what's classified and what's not when we have conversations. And I say that to say, and how does that relate to crypto? Where do you think AES encryption came from? It's the same company. Well, who do you think is literally going through every crypto asset that's getting put on the market? A little. company called NSA. That's all they do. It really is. Everyone's like, oh, they're like special actors. No, they're all just here to look for patterns and then seeing patterns that are different and interesting and then investigate accordingly. That's what if you go on like crypto, like right now, I could go drop a meme coin. I know how to do that. I got the structure set up. I can drop pothead chimp meme coin. But that is a full-time job moderating once you burn your pool. It is a full-time job unless you want to build something and fire and forget. So if I'm going to build pothead chimp as like say a meme coin, what I would do is make it where if you want to interact with me, you got to pay me in pothead chimp like PC coin. You know, again, the only value that it has is what you as the people that believe in it. It's just like dollars, bro. The only reason dollars mean something is because we agree. If the dollar drops to zero, bro, well, I'll tell you this, the dollar's not dropping to zero. Not in your lifetime or mine. I'll tell you that much. Go check out that tweet I put out. Actually, you know what? It's not about money. Let's get it out of the way. They just tricked everybody to think that you need money to live. And then once you accepted it, they force you to go where all you need is money to live instead of, oh man, I gotta go fishing. Ah, you live here, you gotta pay me. You gotta pay me for a fishing license. Then I gotta come and check and make sure you're only fishing for what I want you to fish for. What the fuck? You see what I mean? The dollar is not dropping. For as long as there's an entire government and system in place, not dropping. They might shift it, but it won't drop to zero. Also, the dollar, I got something in the works, but I do live in Texas. So we got some things we got to work with the government and all that stuff. That was the moderator asking, bro, why not make a specialized just customized for you? Like I said, I'm working on it, man. Eventually, you guys are the first to hear it, man. We're gonna be sponsoring the homies and as many people as we can help, benefiting all involved. Oh, but yeah, I was over here looking at this at the market, and it's knowing what I know now, it looks different. You know, I used to freak out when, oh my God, the market is dropping, and then now I go, wait, now that it's dropping, how much is it dropping? What can I buy? Can I buy Berkshire Hathaway now, or did it fall low enough? Yes, it dropped 5% today. In the overall market. everything, and I see the scale that it's happening in. The one thing that's up is like apparel for some weird reason. Like people are allegedly broke, but they're out there buying clothes and Nike. Some Nike still up. As a matter of fact, let's go. And let's see, right? Apparel, boom. HI, one. There's Nike, 57.25. Now tell me, how much does a set of J's cost? This cost. That's all I'm saying, man. Find out how much a set of Jordans cost, and then look at this. How many Nike fucking shares could you have gotten for a set of Jordans? Yep, 57.25. And that's dropping. And it dropped. It dropped to 57.25. So just, you know what? Look, you're smart. Let me go ahead and set something up so you can see something. This one, I'm gonna put, all right. Check it out, right? So this is what I like messing with this because it shows you, it teaches you things. So let's say I put two like off the bat, I hustled for a couple of months and put $2,000 away. And then every month I put 500 in. Is 500 reasonable? Or do you want to work it? Let's work it with $100. Let's say every month is $100. You put $100 in there for the next 5 years, right? And we say, let's be conservative and say the market returns 8% instead of 10 to 12, which is two. So let's go from 10% to 6%, one or the other. All right. That's the high and the low. And then calculate. In 5 years, you'll have $9,978.58. Now, most people would go like, yeah, man, that's not cool. And there it is. But let's say you decide, you know what? I'm going to do this for 20 years, no matter what. No matter how much money you get, you're just putting 100 away for 20 years at that interest rate. 64 $100,000 sitting in, and all it cost you was $100 a month. That's not the good part. That's just to show you that's a net worth. That's your net worth on that one thing is $64,000 in 20 years. But let's keep that up and say you put in $200 every month. Initial investment is you hustled, you put 2,000 away, and you decided I'm gonna put $200 a month away for the next 20 years at 8%. We're a variation of two, so 8 to 10 or 8 to 6%. Top is 10, and then you calculate it, and in 20 years you have $119,000. Now, and again, like I said, this is investor.gov. It is a government website. I'm not making these numbers up, you know. Now, if we decided, yeah, let's say we got a raise along the way, and we decided to start a little later, so we'll go, all right, $2,000 initial investment, and now we have a little bit of money, and we live on 2 grand a month, and we make five, so 2 grand, and that leaves us three, and then we go like, okay, well, we'll just put one away, so we put 1,000 away for the next 20 years at 8% annually, and you calculate it, and in 20, $558, $558,000. That's not what really kind of got me. It's just what got me was the table. And you go, okay, so it's 24, 25, 2025, you'll have 14K sitting in there. 26, 27. You see how it just from the first year to the next one is 27. Just be disciplined, don't take nothing now. And then so 26, 27, 28, and 28, you'll have 41,000 bucks. 49, you'll have 56, 50, or 40 actually, 39. I mean, because it's 2025. You get it? You know what I mean? And the cool part about this website, right? You can go like, okay, I want a savings goal. And what do they say? Well, your first challenge should be to get to $100,000, right? 100K. So let's say you want to go to 100K. Is 100K reasonable, or should I put it at 10? 10 is more realistic for you. Is something you can believe. So, like, here's a good one. At 10, let's say you want to save $10,000, and your initial investment is zero. So $10,000 is believable. Like you look now and like, man, I got $1,000. I just need to turn this to 10. So your initial investment, you had nothing, and you want $10,000, and you say, how many years do you want it to happen? Let's, let's say five. Let's say, but let's be reasonable. Let's say in 5 years we'll have 100K, right? And we're putting it on the market at the same interest rate. So let's say 8% return annually. Calculated. If you contribute $142.05 every month over the next 5 years towards your goal, you will have $10,000. Now, this is what's crazy. I'm going to change that, and you realize something. I'm going to make it $100,000. So as you can see, I want $100,000, and I have nothing invested first, but I'm going to start hustling and growing. And then in 5 years at 8%, In order to have $100,000 in 5 years, all you have to do is put away 14, 20, 47, $1,420.47 every month. Now, most people will go, it must be nice. Yeah, it is. But also, can you be of service? Do you have a skill that will that can make you earn $20 or $30 or $40? I say that to show you that $40 a day, four times 30 is 1,200. Does that make sense? Let's if you just I mean, if you mow one lawn a day for a month for $40 in a month, you'll have $1,200. Now repeat process and keep doing. Anyway, you make that's it, man. You break down the math, you realize that like not making money, but like earning money and realizing a goal or whatever is not so much crazy hard or weird. It's just if you write it down and plan it, look at this, the tool is right there. It shows you that you can be in that $100,000 portfolio net worth in the next 5 years. And the best part is once you put that and invest it, and you don't have to take a security based line of credit and then live your life that way and just hustle the money and pay the line of credit off. And the best part is the line of credit works both ways. So you can pay it and then turn around and get the money out because it goes like, oh, your line of credit is filled again. Does that make sense?
I know, and every time I put like 5 years, 10 years, and all that stuff, right? What I'm trying to show you is time is a human construct. Time doesn't exist, clocks do. So, what you can do is go, oh, wow, look at that, 5 years. If I just hustle 1420 a month, in 5 years, I'll have $100,000. So, make $3,000 and put the other one in. And And the best part is every step you take towards one of these goals, whether it's financial or anything, that action cures all the fears. It cures the anxiety, the depression. Because when you're moving forward, you're like, man, my life might have been rough, but it fucking trained me for this. So I know how to deal with conflict or whatever. Or you show over there and be an asshole. Oh, I just had a brain fart immediately went on a tangent on that. I don't know if you heard that. Yo, look, I'm going to be on here. If I'm going to stay on here, it's going to be weird because the numbers that I'm going through stuff in my head right now, and as you can already see, the speech is getting weird. It's 3:29 and I'm at the time where I'm usually trying to solve a problem before I close my eyes. I came on late because I had to make some snacks for me. I haven't eaten much, and my macros are fucking low. So yeah, it is weird. But I'm coming back on. Today I got a thing going and I gotta go check on the homies. Um Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna go get barbecue, man. And the coolest thing is we're gonna go to True Texas, which is it's one of my favorite barbecue places, man. Everybody wants to go to these crazy expensive places all over the place or something they saw on social media. Just go to fucking HEB here in Texas, bro. Best one of some of the best barbecues over at True Texas Barbecue. That's on HEB. It's inside. Just go inside and get it. And I forget. I can't tell everybody to go inside. HEB's only in Texas. Thank you. Yeah, it's because I just realized while I was trying to explain something that my mind went to the fucking numbers. And yeah, I gotta make sure I stay like congruent with what I'm talking about because if people like see it's like if some people like you're good look because you're here a lot, but a lot of people don't think the way we do. But so like for me, I don't mind. I'll keep going because the people that know me and the homies, uh, they understand. They understand and they know. We live this crazy life, man. When you're living at the edge, when you're actively creating something, it looks crazy to people because you're building something at the edge and you don't see the pattern until the whole thing is built. Does that make sense? So for the people that are enjoying the finished work, they're like, "This is cool. Oh man, I mean, you're so amazing. You do this. How do you do it?" It's because I imagine something that's not here, and then I wrote it down, and now I'm building it, and all of a sudden, I I know that I knew that I was gonna need a moderator on here, bro. I knew that. But I was not gonna fucking just start this and ask, hey man, somebody need to moderate. It's like I know it's gonna get big. But as of right now, that was a non-issue and not a problem that I should deal with. I was more than fine dealing with it. But because you already knew the way I was thinking, I was like, I'm not gonna stop doing this. And you're like, man, I can moderate this, it's cool. You suggest good shit that I go out and do. You know, you, Blood, Amir, all those guys, man. Yeah, I know it's not the full picture. And there's people that just see something when it's completed, go, that's so cool. To them, they're seeing something. They have no idea what it is. So they think it's complete or incomplete, you know? And that's why you can't judge art. Even in comedy, it's hard for me, man, because we're humans and comedy is that way for a reason. People have like competitions and roasts and all that. It's the real comics. They just do and go like, yeah, it's the art. So they do it and then roll out. But the level of some people that get in their ego and it becomes an actual competition against somebody else instead of just trying to be funny, you immediately see it, man. And I enjoy going to open mics and like watching beginning comics that I like because it's a cool journey to be on. Because you're over there, I'm watching myself be hack as shit. Looking back now, I'm like, oh, saying dumb jokes like, is it just me? Or holy shit, hormones make a hormone. That's why they're moaning because of hormones. Fuck. And then everyone's like, oh, funny. And it turns out that's an American thing. Every kid has said that in elementary. I didn't know that. I just got high and went, what? But everybody that's been to elementary school, I've only been an adult in America, so if you're a kid, you went to elementary school, you heard all the Which one is this? True Texas Barbecue. Link tree. I'll go to. Is that? He says South Congress or Lake Austin. All right. Like the homie just hit me up. So shout out, man. Thank you to Jason Rouse for everything. Man, the dude's been cool to me. And he just hit me up. So the least I could do is go fucking have some snacks. Also, yeah, go follow him. Jason Rouse, Rouse. And there's an episode of Safe Word Podcast. I'm on there. It's funny. Uh, my buddy came here from Scotland and we went downtown to go do some shows and see some shit. And he's like, he looked around and went, "Bro, it looks like Grand Theft Auto over here." It's like, what the fuck? And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah, GTA 6 hasn't come out because we're in GTA 6. You can't see the game you're in. If you're in the picture, you can't see it. There's a kid playing you right now. You're in GTA 6. It's crazy, ain't it? All right, brother. I'm going to get out of here. It was awesome talking to you. Bro, shout out. I'll see you tomorrow. Or, wait, it's already today. So, yeah, we're going to go out, grab some stuff. But I'll definitely see you all tomorrow before I start the stream. Also, I'm going to start the stream after I do some trading, right? So I got to manage some trades. We got we we're making some money this week because hey, market's crashing. Why not? All right, brother. I definitely will be back on here. I'll probably post and say I'll stream in X amount of time, and then I'll let you know as soon as I get on here. Or like always, you'll see me when I go live. Hello, bro. Appreciate it. I'll see you later. Peace.